God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo, but they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the throne. My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And the Eagles at 11-4 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. That's taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Again, that's Watkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Carr. Olave over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara up the middle. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Room here to run. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah,
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Swift. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Swift again, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Carr going to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Carr. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On play action, now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They go play action with Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. They'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
He's got room at the 30.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
58 yards.
And the Eagles have regained the lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased if they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Carr to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
In motion right is Watkins. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. One more time with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He completes it to Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Carr completes it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 173 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing his car on third down. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Saints have cut it back within a score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A give. This is Kamara. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion right is Watkins. Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a fourth quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now Carr to try again after the pick-6. The pass caught by Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. Going deep here for Landry. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st down, Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now a play fake. Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. One final try now for Carr. Complete. It's Johnson.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Eagles,
they improved their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
It's another one. We got another one.